welcome to 4 Minutes Closer to God. My name is Doug. Today I wanted to talk about forgiveness. Jesus made a point of exemplifying forgiveness, but also made a point of clarifying the Jewish and disciples' understanding of forgiveness. And so it was important that he do this because forgiveness is really kind of the currency for human life and living with other people. And so we need to have love, we need to have grace, mercy, but forgiveness kind of makes it everyday life go better. And so if you're not forgiving one another for the different infractions that they do, the hurts they cause, and the like, then human life with other people becomes difficult, and you can bear a burden that's unnecessary. And so when Peter was asking Jesus, okay, what do we do with a person who has offended us as much as 7 times? That was a lot to Peter. So if we are forgiving someone 7 times, that was a huge amount. And really, he was just going beyond, oh, what if it's as many as 7 times? And Jesus said, well, forgive your brother 70 times 7. So that just took it out of bounds. That was beyond belief for the disciples. And it really put into perspective what Jesus was talking about, in that forgiveness is a requirement for them. And if they're not being forgiving, then they are not living up to the Christian ideal that Christ has set before them. And so on the cross, when Jesus was dying, he was saying, Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they're doing. And so they had reached a point in their process of getting him from crucifixion to uh, the burial part, and then the resurrection that would come later as a vindication of Christ's mission on earth. He said, Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they're doing. And what they didn't know was that in killing him, in the one part, that was God's plan. He was the sacrificial lamb sacrificed before creation. So we know that from Scripture. And he was the lamb slain in the process of the whole thing, from God's foreknowledge to this time. The time that Jesus came was really a window in history where this sort of crucifixion, being hung on a tree, would occur. And so in his saying, forgive them, they didn't know what they were doing, crucifying the Son of God who had come to save them, but they also didn't know what they were doing in fulfilling God's plan. And so as he is forgiving people who are killing him at that moment, how much more should we be able to forgive our brothers who uh, give us a slight, cut us off in traffic, or take our portion of the last piece of pie, or simple things like that, on up to more monumental things of, say, rape or murder, and things that are very difficult to forgive. It really is incumbent upon us to reach the place in our spirit where forgiveness comes out of us. And really, it's the forgiveness of God uh, pouring into our spirit that then allows us to be forgiving to other people. And so it requires constant prayer and being in the Word and the presence of God, getting close to God, to make that possible for us.